Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're unboxing 2 boxes from Firebox. That's right, the second Kickstarter is in. There was a slight delay, but we've got it now. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so a few months back, maybe a month back, we had an unboxing from Firebox that had our new box pot in it. I mentioned at the time that there were 2 Kickstarter campaigns kind of going at the same time. One was a little bit behind the other, and that one was for some cast iron pans that he was working on with some other things as well. That is this box. So there was, I don't know, some kind of delay with the manufacturer of one of the pieces, and he didn't want to ship them out separately. He wanted everything to go together. So he, asked if that was okay from everyone, and everybody was unanimous. Yeah, it's fine. We'll wait a little while. Nothing like the other Kickstarter campaign of hell. Anyway, they're in now. We've got 2 boxes to go through. Judging by the weight, this is the cast iron one, and this is the extras. So we're gonna go through the extras first and go through the cast iron last. I've had a lot of channel growth over the past few weeks. So if you are new here and you don't know anything about the Kickstarter or the previous campaign that was a nightmare, I encourage you to go back, check out some of those videos. There's one about a firebox, and there's a couple about did I get scammed on Kickstarter and this whole camp chair ordeal. But either way, this is not a scam, 100%. This is great stuff. Firebox is an amazing company. If you haven't used them before or heard of them before, they specialize in outdoor cooking type things. He's most well known for his stick stoves. He's got several different varieties to choose from different weights, sizes, all kinds of stuff. So basically it's a multi-use, multi-fuel stove. So a lot of his stoves, there's some of them that are configurable in different ways. There's some that are designed to be minimalist for like backpackers. They can burn sticks, pellets, charcoal. He's got gas burner, like rocket stove type thing, inserts for it, alcohol stoves, whatever you want. The stoves are amazing. I love cooking with them and a lot of his products. So this and this is just to add on to the already massive amount of products that we have from them. So inside, let's see what we got. We got some paper. We got some more paper. And a few things wrapped in paper. Okay, so let's get into this. The first thing we have is the Firebox pack table. I am so excited about this table. It's just really cool. How many times have I been camping where I backpack in, I'm in a tent or something, and at night I'm trying to like balance my tablet or my phone or something on the ground, or something's just not, you're not on the flattest of ground. You need somewhere to cook. You need somewhere to set something. A table would come in handy. Sometimes I'm just using a log or something, whatever I can find. This is really cool. So first of all, this is a table. It's super lightweight. It comes in just this huge, super thick, durable, looks like nylon Cordura style or Cordura type material. It's got his logo on the front, little closure, drawstring closure on the end. This is, it's hard to describe, but this is super, super thick. So essentially you get, that's it, in the bag. So it's got a little bag here, and these are titanium like rods that kind of hold the structure of it together. Comes in a nice little case, to matching material as the bag. And then the table itself comes in 4 pieces. It's held together with these super thick Ranger bands. So you take the Ranger bands off, and then I believe, yep, these slide out like that. So they kind of nest into one another. And then this side here has the feet. Actually, I don't think I'm supposed to put that on yet. I think that's supposed to go like that, like like that, right? So then you feed these rods through like so. Okay. Then these legs kind of fold back, and if you can see inside here, it's got this slot where these feet fold into, and this rod here, this clip actually clips around this rod that goes through, and that kind of locks everything together. So let me see. Oh, there we go. Probably a little stiff from being new, but clips in there good. There we go. Just needed a little tweak. So then basically it has little extensions in the legs so you can make it taller. If you don't want to open these, you don't have to. You can leave them down if you want a lower table. But essentially, you take all that, you flip it over, and you've got this awesome titanium table. It weighs like nothing in your pack, doesn't take up a ton of room. And now you've got a table that you can work off of. You can prep your food on this. I believe because it's titanium, you can even put the stove on top of this, cook on top of it as well. I've had issues where I've tried to cook on like top of picnic tables and things at campgrounds, and you kind of burn the top of the table a little bit. That doesn't feel good. So this is a great thing. You can throw it on top of your picnic table and have your stove going so that everything's kind of up in the air. You're not down on the ground. So this is really cool. I really like this. I was excited honestly super excited about this table. I really wish I would have had it last weekend. I went camping and this would have came in handy, but we've got it now. So the next camp trip, it's good to go. If you want to see how tall it is with the legs in, I just pulled that out. You can fold these legs in. And then you've got an even lower table, so you can still use it like that. So pretty cool. I like it. He's got his logo kind of, I don't know if that's painted on or laser embossed on there on the side. The sides are protected with just like kind of a corrugated plastic end cap so you don't cut your hand. Pretty nice, very lightweight, perfect size table. This thing is gonna come in handy big time. I'm really excited about this. So first item is this Firebox pack table. So next up is the G2 Firebox. This is the original stove that he had. I don't have this one. I've got the Nano, I've got the Freestyle stoves. This one is the original. I kind of wanted this just to have the kind of the OG style. And this one's also made specifically for these cast iron pans. The cast iron pans do work on all of his stoves, but this one particular is a lot more robust than the other ones. It's made to kind of hold a little more weight. So, and it's a lot more, you can kind of beat it up a lot more. Not that the other ones are fragile, but this one's just kind of tough, so, or tougher. So as usual, on top, he's got some paperwork with different ways to configure your stove, how to build it, how to set it up, different ways to set up alcohol burners on it, how to feed wood, how to preload the wood. Inside shows you how to set up a boil plate, how to use the wind dampers, how to use a grill top, just a bunch of different useful information. It's super thick, super durable paper. I would suggest keeping this with your stove while you're out in the field. That does come in handy if you're trying to remember how to set something up. On the next thing up, they do give you another super thick Cordura nylon bag. It's got a small pocket in the front and then a deep pocket for the stove. Everything's Velcro. You can use it on both sections here if you want to strap it a little higher or lower. On the back's got a little D-ring to kind of hang it off of something if you want to hang your gear. Super cool. So next up, they give you just a canvas bag. This is helpful to put the stove in so it's not rattling around or anything. It's another option if you don't want to have it in the black bag. you can have it in one of these smaller bags. It kind of keeps everything clean, keeps the ash and stuff away from getting your other stuff dirty. So, and these are washable. I've washed them a few times. When they get kind of dirty, throw them through the washer and they're good to go. So next up is the stove. This is made out of stainless steel. It does have some weight to it. It's not light like the other ones. It's definitely, I don't know that I would suggest this for backpacking so much. Mainly useful for car camping, moto camping, things like that. Something where you've got, you know, you're not worried about weight. So to set it up, you pull the fire sticks out the back. It has these grooves in that these fire sticks kind of lock into, and that holds everything together. And then that comes off. This hinges out like that, and the bottom just locks in place. So you can see this, we've got a wind damper here. You can see this is significantly larger than the other stoves. It can hold a lot of fuel. So if you're planning on a prolonged cook or something, this is going to be great for that. So then in the bottom here, they give you this pan that locks in on the side. There's little grooves there, and that just kind of slides in. That acts as an ash pan to catch your ash so you don't have ash falling all over the place. If that's an issue to you, then you can slide this out at the end and just dump it out. So thought that was kind of cool too. It's all stainless steel, like I mentioned before. They give you the fire sticks, 4 of them, like always, so you can, you know, put a pot on top of that, configure it different ways. You could still go through the sides like this if you want to rest a pot down lower or something else. If you want to put an alcohol stove in here and cook off of, you can use that, these kind of inner configurations to lock your stove in like that. So pretty cool. I really like this guy. So in addition to that, they give you this bag here that has these different plates in it. So I'm not sure how all these work. Let's see, what are they? They are 4 sticks. So this one here is the boil plate. This is meant to, gotta get it in the right configuration here. So this one's meant to put on top, and it traps the heat from getting out. So you can kind of close the damper like this, still feed sticks in this side, have your wind damper, and then you can put a pot down inside of here to cook with. I don't have a pot handy, but you can put a pot down inside and it kind of traps the heat in and helps boil a lot faster. So I wanted that. That's kind of cool to have. So next up we have this large grill plate. This is great for cooking a big steak on or something. Again, it locks into place, pretty stable once your food is on there cooking. And you've got this awesome kind of grill that you can cook long things on, hot dogs, whatever, steak, something larger. If you want something smaller, he's got the smaller one here that also locks into these little grooves. Now you've got a smaller grill plate to cook on top of as well. So just very versatile, very cool stove. This thing here, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a fire grate. So this goes down inside. Like that. So if you put some fire sticks in, they give you this adjustable fire grate. This kind of drops down inside, and if you want to use that as a shelf maybe to put your alcohol stove on, or if you want to build your fire closer to your pan or whatever you're cooking on, you can do that as well. So you can put sticks on top of this, and you don't have to worry about the fire coming all the way up. You can bring the fire closer to your pan. So that's cool too. So very, very cool little stove. I like this thing a lot. This one, I believe is, I don't want to say it's the cheapest one he has, but it is one of his original stoves. This thing is built like a tank. So it is just super durable. You don't have to worry about any issues with it. So that is the next thing up in the box. the G2 5-inch Firebox. That is cool. I'm glad I have that. So let's move on to the big box. So I do like cooking on cast iron pans. I love it. Like, you can see the cast iron behind me. I kind of staged it a little bit. But I like cooking on cast iron, and just the heat retention, the cooking evenness is really cool. The only downfall is the weight, right? For backpacking, this is still a little bit on the heavy side, but for minimal cooking, if I'm cooking on my own, I'm not going to take a big 12-inch Dutch oven with me, you know. So this I thought was really cool. It goes with everything else in the box, or in the Firebox line of products. So let's stop gabbing about it and get into it. So there are a couple things before we get to the cast iron. This is a big Cordura nylon bag. I don't remember what this is for, but I got a big bag, so that's cool. I gotta figure out what that's for. I think that's goes the cast iron goes in that. All right, I'm gonna put those off to the side for now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so inside the box, first thing up they give you is this super thick Cordura nylon, again, bag to kind of hold all the pans or pots in, kind of keeps their dirt off, keeps it nice and clean. I know he was working during the Kickstarter campaign, he was working on creating a type of a carry system for it. So I don't know that that's out yet. I think he's still kind of refining that, but he is working on some kind of like leather strapping mixed with nylon type of thing that you can cook stuff, keep it in, and almost have like a serving thing to carry everything in and lock it all together, little handle. So I'm looking forward to that. So what they give you in this set is 3 small pans and 1 deep pan. And they all kind of lock together. I'll show you how they do that in a second here. So this is the shallow pan. This is all cast iron, really good quality. It's not that real super rough stuff like you get, you know, when you buy cheap cast iron. This is really nice. It all comes pre-seasoned. He's got his logo in the back. So pretty cool. It's not too heavy, but it does have some weight to it. I mean, it is cast iron, but not bad. He's got his logo embossed on there. Everything looks really well. So this is great for cooking. He's been cooking sausages on this. You can put it over the fire, cook eggs on it, whatever. So essentially what you do, take your stove, lock that in there, and you see how it locks into those grooves in the bottom? It fits perfect. And now you've got a cast iron pan instead of a big frying pan with a handle and stuff. This packs down a lot smaller. You've got a cast iron pan that you can cook eggs in. You can cook your sausage, your breakfast in the morning, whatever you want. Cook a steak, cook burgers on there, whatever. And now you've got a nice thick cast iron pan to do so. So that is pretty cool. In addition, they give you, so in the Kickstarter, you don't have to buy all 3 of these, but this was part of one of the campaigns is they give you 3 of them. So nice, everything's the same, looks nice. This one's even a little smoother, if I would say. I'm not sure. That looks really nice. And finally, the third one. So pretty cool. Another cool thing that you can do with them, you'll notice here there's little tabs, little dimples, and a recessed hole in here. What these do is lock together. So now you've created a really small, perfect size little Dutch oven. You want to bake something, you can put coals on the top. You can put this bottom over top of your fire or put coals underneath it, however you want. You make cobblers, biscuits, whatever you want to bake. You now have a Dutch oven, you know, that you can bake small stuff in. But that's kind of cool. Combine the two together. Flip them over and they nest inside of each other like that to take up less space. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then this one is the deep pan. So this is the one you're gonna make your stews in, your roasts in, whatever you want to do. Something to cook baking in that's real deep, a cake even, whatever. You now have this really cool way to do that. And it has the same dimples on it, so if you want to turn it into a Dutch oven style, you now have that. So I thought that was really cool. Also, a cool thing about these, on the back side here, you'll see these little lines. That's totally intentional. What you do, flip it over, put it on top of some coals, you now have a grill, a cast iron grill to cook on. He's got little notches on the side here to let the grease drip out. So if you want to cook a burger on top of this or something, the grease drains out and goes down the side there. So, and drips off, you know, into your fire or whatever. So that's cool, so it doesn't start pooling up grease. I also saw him use these in combination with two. So he basically put some coals underneath one, got it real hot, put coals on top of this one like that inside the pan, put pancake or waffle mix in here, and then press them down like that on top of each other. And the grates and the lines made perfect little firebox, you know, waffles for breakfast. I'm excited to try that. That just seems cool to have your own waffle iron in the morning to make waffles with while you're out camping. So there's a lot of different uses for this. Again, these all nest together, so you can put all three of them together and they don't take up that much space. So just super cool. I'm excited to use this. Obviously, you know, like I said, it's going to be when you're car camping or something like that. So the last thing they give you with this level of campaign or whatever is two of these kind of lifter handles. So these work a couple different ways. You've got grooves in it to help kind of clean out in between those grooves. You also can take it, lock inside, and you've got to have a handle. So if you're using it as a frying pan over top, you've now got that option there. You can take two of them, lock it in together, and lift two if you want to. So for example, you've got this sitting over the fire. You can basically lock these in to pull it out of the fire like that. And now you can lift off whatever you're doing, set it down and prep or whatever. So I believe it works the same through both of them. Yep, so you can lock them in and lift together. So pretty cool as far as that goes. So I think that's about it. So that is it for today. That's what we got from Firebox this time around. Stay tuned for more Firebox stuff. I'm sure there will be more in the future. If you like this type of content, subscribe down below. Give me a comment, thumbs up, do all that fun stuff. Let me know what you want. Do you want to see me cook with this stuff? I don't know if a lot of people are into like actual cooking videos or not. If you are, let me know. I'd be happy to share recipes or whatever of what I cook on Firebox stuff or how to cook with Firebox stuff. I don't know. I haven't normally done it because, you know, Steve from Firebox posts a lot of videos doing those things. He knows a lot more about that stuff than I do as far as, you know, cooking on this stuff. But if you want to see that stuff, let me know. I'll see you on the next one.